Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's the Truth Serum. Uh, Come in, hang out, get a drink, water, orange juice. First, thank you for all the support. We're rocking and rolling. We're getting there. We just got to thaw. Uh, this is a this is not a traditional show. I was just uh, thinking about some things, and you know how my head spins. So, uh, oh, first of all, movie review. Older movie, The 7 Year Itch with Marilyn Monroe. She did a good job acting in that. It was a real good comedy. The seventh the 7 Year Itch. You get it all here. So I was looking. Well, I have an introduction that I'm gonna start to use. It's the Truth Serum, the hardest working YouTuber on YouTube. I think I did 500 videos in 2 years. All right, let's see. Okay, this is where we like to laugh a little more, we like to think a little more, and we like to look at the notes a little more. Of course, we like to tell great stories. You know, I'm the best storyteller on YouTube. Just waiting for the numbers to catch up. That's all. Good morning, Mauricio. And you could come in here and hang out with me. And I got a community. We hang out, we talk, blah, 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 blah. And it's not and it's cheaper than using your telephone. I might slurp a little too, so be careful, folks. I was looking at the I'm watching. Have you noticed this started up? Have you noticed when you're watching TV, the commercials, maybe your sports networks, uh it doesn't match the demographics. Okay. Now, first and foremost, I'm not racist. My best friends were of color growing up. Okay. My best friends were of every nationality. Okay. First of all, this is a tutorial. Just have you noticed? Why? Now, I'm well versed in marketing management, advertising. Uh, uh, things. My screen's freezing. Thank you, Spectrum. Let's continue, my good people. So, in case you haven't noticed, if you're a company trying to promote a product, you want to target. Hey, Max Meeks. Yeah, all right. So, if you're a company, you have a product, you want to target that product in advertising to the people that are most, you want to talk to the people that will be most likely and are using your product. I don't see that in this advertising on TV, uh, where you have the population of races, nationalities, and nationalities, but just to simplify race, I don't see that. But the numbers don't match. Now, I'm not trying to say anything anti this race or anti that race, but well, let's just say, for an example, there's Chinese in commercials all the time, and that's less than a percent of the population, but they are being represented all over like they're an integral part. So, what you try to do as far as advertising or the shows that are visible is match proportionally the people that are on the show to the people that are watching the show. There's a big gap. Uh, For instance, I don't know when the last time I saw a white man and woman couple or so on in an ad, which that is a huge demographic of people that buy most of the products in America. Why would a company choose to deliberately miss their target market? Mm. I'm just saying, have you noticed? Uh, that could be answered because maybe some of these companies know that the past demographic will just keep buying, like the white couple will just keep buying their products. So they're going to try to pick up if somebody was trying to do a counterpoint, that's what their counterpoint would be, you know? So you're right, Max. So I'm just saying, have you noticed now? Like I think 80%, of course, with the immigration and all the other nationalities coming in, it's still a small percent of the population. What I'm saying is, uh, white or non-white. We could simplify it to white or non-white, as far as statistically speaking. White being a man, a woman, a child in programming or commercials, ads, uh, are not proportionally being represented in most of all the network programming. I'm wondering, as this crazy scientific mind that I've studied back in my past, and I've aced everything I studied. Not that that's some accomplishment, it was easy, but I was just wondering. This is a different video. It's not mafia stuff and everything else like that. We'll get back to that. I got some good stories coming up. I'm a storyteller, of course, but I just wanted to just wonder, like, what's going on now? You look at ESPN, just for the ESPN sports programming. I don't have to even say anything else about who's on the panels. Uh, I'm not saying that a person, a black woman, a black man, a white woman, a white man, I'm not saying that they don't have a right to achieve and prosper and be promoted up into their positions. I'm not saying that. I am just saying, why, when you know the audience, like, uh, me, I'm a 60-year-old male. Uh, I'm not in, I'm a Howard Cosell guy. I'm the traditional people that are knowledgeable. Now I'm saying, but I'm not saying that these new people on Fox, ESPN, I'm not saying that they're not qualified or capable of doing that. I am saying they could be qualified and capable of doing that, but they're missing the target audience because I'm watching less and less of that gibberish. The grammar isn't even proper grammar. I'm not into that. I want to watch sports. I don't want to hear all that fluffy noise. Let's get down. Somebody that speaks proper grammar and you know. But why are the numbers different? And it's also now, and then they're portraying also now. This is another thing. We peel the layers back here. We peel the layers back because they can't get any curveballs or fastballs by the truth serum. It's also to misrepresent these other non-white nationalities in ads and commercials, and it's also showing that they're striving more in society, and they got them driving $80,000 cars and this and that. Yes, there are some non-whites that do achieve that. Yes, for the sake of argument, there are those that achieve that. But but those people within those same nationalities might be saying that's not a true representation of the actual numbers. So, but they're trying to fool you and then show you at the same time, oh, look, we're prospering in all these areas, and we're prospering in this, and we're prospering in that. And they're really tricky. The psychographics, the psychology of what they're trying to uh, promote, perpetrate, hypnotize, brainwash people. But the people aren't going for it anymore. All those numbers are down. The viewership is down. So they could play their cute games without showing the true demographics. And this isn't a racist thing. This is a marketing advertising breakdown show. That's what this is. And people sit back, oh, that sounds racist. That listen, if you knew my past, you would believe that I'm the most non-racist human being. And I'm not even I don't even have to justify that by what my past, who my friends were, what my family. No, I don't have to go there. If there's knuckleheads out there, I don't need to do any more explanations for just, oh, geez, what? I don't need them. Bye. Get going. So, yeah. I saw a guy put on Facebook, and he put down in there, when was the last time you saw a white couple in a commercial? A man and woman couple. Not a different type of couple, that's not man and woman. You see more of a non-traditional couple these days than a traditional biblical couple. When they know that the bigger percentage of biblical couples or those people are buying the products and do exist on the soil of America. But why are the corporations willing? And we've known that a lot of their stock, a lot of their numbers are down. Their balance sheet, their accounting sheet. Some people just don't care. You look at the pharmaceutical commercials. I don't even think we should even unpack the pharmaceutical commercials. What kind of Twilight Zone is that? Different show, folks. The truth serum's not a one-trick pony. I'm not a one-trick pony. No. But I'm just wondering. I think the last census was broken down white, non-white. I think it was 79% what you would consider white or white Anglo-Saxon, a WASP, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, or non-white, which would include everything else like Black, Asian, Central America, all that. You don't have to be well-versed in numbers and college educated or everything else. Just common sense and common knowledge would tell you that there's a way smaller percentage of those people buying products than the other group, which would be white, defined as white. They could define Germans, Italians, Irish, everything else, so it just doesn't make sense. And why are they throwing so much money away on the programming and ads when they know the numbers? They're completely missing the target of the actual consumers that are buying those products or viewing those shows. it just seems like the last 3 or 4 years, everything just got into this Twilight Zone twirly whirl. That's all. I turned half of it off now. I'm watching all the old movies. I watched the 7-Year Itch. I'm turning all that gibberish off. When there's a game on, a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game, I'm watching that. I don't watch any of the network programming. I don't watch any of the network news. I don't want to know nothing about all that stupid stuff. Mm-mm. I don't want to know nothing about all that. I'm in the real journalist, real stories, the real deal, not all this sleight of hand and hocus pocus and systematically trying to implement whatever their strategies are, because one has to ask themselves, why are they doing that? I wrote a paper 40 years ago called The Dumbing Down of America and the Manipulation of Media and Print media and everything that will come down the road. And 40 years later, here it is. Oh, well. So I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. I like to have fun. This is a little, it's me and you, Max. And Mauricio jumped in. You know, people come in, they talk. A lot of people just like to watch. I appreciate that. We're trying to grow a little here. We hit the first stage of 1,000. Next stage, 100,000. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. I'm the hardest worker out there. I don't know if there's another YouTube channel that put out 498 videos in 2 years. I get it, and I must be a lonely old man. Need some socialization. Must be lonely. Oh, what a lonely boy. But I'm a comic, maybe. I'm a weatherman. Boom, boom. I'm you read my mind. You know, I was thinking about Howard Stern earlier. They told him, you see, sometimes you got to just think outside the box. You know, I don't have introduction. I don't have fancy studios. I don't sit there and wear the headphones. What are they wearing headphones for? They're doing their show. What are they wearing headphones on? I don't know. Is it just eye appeal? You know, the guy's sitting at home in a makeshift studio and he's got headphones on. What is that all about? I don't know. Am I missing out on something? Well, Joe, they can hear themselves talk a little better during the thing. Well, that's great. Whatever happens, I'm at the mercy of the forces of the regular universe. This is organic. This is very organic. Yeah, they all turn but when all these people that went woke, they go broke. You can't. They could try to push these things in people's faces, but there's no sustainability. All this craziness, and 80% of the Americans sitting in their households are sitting there going, honey, this is crazy. What do they think? Are they that polluted? Are they that diluted in what they wish to put in the people's face on media, in print, and TV? Has America's IQ just diminished that much? Has the 20-something generation, which is a little, you know what you need to get in college these days to qualify? You know what you need to qualify to get into college these days? A pen. Sign here. You're in. Here, Billy and Sally. What'd you get? D's on all your SATs? What did you? Yeah, here. Come to the Ivy League school. Here, you want to go to an Ivy League school? Here. Sign here, Billy. You got your pen? You're in. Are you breathing air? You're in. If you're new here, you get it all, folks. It's not a big channel. It's not all bells and whistles, but I can bring it just as good or better than whoever the hell else is out there. I tell everybody, be confident, believe in yourselves, and rise up. Whatever tools you got, whatever these tools are, I'm going to rock and roll with them. I like that rock show. Yesterday's show turned into a rock and roll look at different groups. I like that. We threw in some mob stuff or whatever, and we throw in some rock and roll. You get it all here. I do my show by the beat of my own drum, and I just keep pumping them out. Hey, thank you, IHA Farmer. And we also salute the farmers here that are the backbone of our country. And so I appreciate my community that I have here. And I was going to take today off and revamp, because I pop up here at all different times of day, Hey, Tatone. Started watching you just lately from New York City. Brett, my man, new NYC. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. The people in my community. I appreciate that. I rock and roll. I talk to the people. I'm not just some pompous, egotistical shit. I love telling stories. I like joking around. I like the new people that come in. I'm lonely. I need all the friends I can get. So, Tatone, Brett did me a nice favor, man. What a class act that guy is. The NYC Crime Spot. Man, he made me feel comfortable. We bounce things back and forth. He's a true professional. I hope he gets 1 million subscribers, man. He deserves it. He deserves it. And I try to promote love and compassion on my show. I try to. Mr. Amari, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to dock your pay 15 minutes. Oh no, you're early. You're 11 a.m. So yeah, Brett, man, I'll tell you, and I hope I'm saying Tatone or Tat One. Could it be Tat One if you're into tats, or could it be Tatone because you're Michael Joseph Tatone from the Tatone family? But he waited until his community subscribed to my channel to get me over 1,000 subscribers. What a good man. He waited. And he's going, we're at 997. It was like a telethon, we're at 99. I'm going, wow. Then it's like 1,000. Yeah. And then I'm thinking, there's always a cutie pie that will just unsubscribe, Oh, yeah, let me get them. These nitwits that are out there, these nitwits. Oh, yeah, I get you. They live in their mother's basement. Honey, your lunch is ready. Oh, Mom, wait a minute. I'm on the 5th stage of this video game, and I can't. Hold on. Well, come on, Junior, get up here. You're 27 years old now. How come you didn't mow the lawn yet? Please forgive me. Oh, an Italian dialect. Tony, okay. I can't, man. Yeah. Thank you, man. Dialect. Grandpa. I thought it more or less was like Tio or Dio. I thought Grandpa Dia or Dio. Oh, no, that's God. Man, my mind is shot. Yeah, so next mix. I don't know. To each his own and everything. And I try not to be a judgmental guy and all that, but you can't dodge it. We're just, but Brett, let's get back to Brett because we waited and we got to 1,002 from his community. Man, guy didn't have to do that. What if I did that interview and he was like, wow, this Joe isn't performing as well as I thought he might perform. Well, the interview was over. Well, I got to go to Truth Serum. Thank you, Joe. Exit stage left. I think we're on there for 2 hours and 20-something minutes, and we got over 1,000. Man, I hope I could do an act of kindness for Brett somewhere along the line. somehow, even like a Christmas card, a birthday card. If I had finances, I would, but I would like to do an act of kindness for him. Because I'm not a mob Guido. Oh yeah, he stabbed him. You know what? You should have seen the blood on the wall. The blood ran down on the wall, and it looked like a skyline, a city skyline. Yeah, you should have seen it, Vito. The blood, when it trickled down off the wall, it looked. The other time, the blood trickled down on the wall. It looked like a portrait of the Mona Lisa. It looked like a profile of the Mona Lisa the last time. Did you catch that, Gino? I actually heard that one time. Sometimes I'm just goofing around. Other times I'm not. Maybe the guy had a few little too many. Maybe he had too much alcohol on the brain. I used to tell some of them guys before they would get jacked up in my car and I'd be driving. I'd say, I don't want to hear nothing. I want to be able to pass a lie detector test. I want to be able. Were you with the... No. Here. Were you with... No. Is your name Joe? No. Oh, yeah, it's Joe. It's Joe. So what else we got here? The NYC crime spot. Man, and that's cool because he goes behind it. I like that. And he talks to his community too. He talks to his community, which is nice. I'm a grassroots guy, and my live stream is the thing. I don't even have the technology, upload and all this. That's too much for me. Unless I get real big and I could get an assistant for free to come in and say, oh, this would give you more maximized results. So, but until then, I just forge ahead, straight ahead. Just straight ahead, I just forge on. But, well, thanks for coming in, Tony. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days when love was love. I'm dating myself with that song. Beautiful. Hey, Mr. Garcia, I'm docking your pay 15 minutes. I told you, no wooden hangers. I watched The 7-Year Itch with Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon. What the heck's wrong with me? What a great, well-written movie. And, okay, I'm going to throw a little culture in. They play an album from Rachmaninoff, a piano concert, composer. And you get it all here, folks. But I went on YouTube and I listened to the Concerto Number 2 from Sergei Rachmaninoff, and you don't hear the music, you feel it. Like, am I tripping or something? But you hear it. Well, I don't know, man. Am I just getting sensitive in my old age? Rachmaninoff. Now, I have these hanging around because a close friend of mine was a accomplished pianist and gave me some of the old music sheets. I don't use them. I can't play anything. Frustrated drummer. That's about what a frustrated guitarist, when you look at Led Zeppelin, you're gonna be a frustrated drummer, singer, guitarist. How could you not? Oh, I wish I was like John Bonham. I wish I was like Robert Plant. I wish I was like Jimmy Page. Talented like that. But I'll just accept being the best talk show host on YouTube. I'll take that. Because when I'm done, they're all going to be saying, I wish I was like the Truth Serum. I'm not a pompous guy. I'm just trying to be confident because we all are royalty. We're all royalty. Let's just raise up our thinking. All right. We're all could be achieve things that we never thought we could. Okay. So don't judge me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. So what else we got here? I appreciate the new people that come in here and help me out. And Max Meeks, Mommy Dearest, no wooden hangers. Yeah. I can't get any curveballs by you guys. Joan Crawford. I can't even remember who else. Mommy Dearest. That's when they made movies. That's when they made movies. Hey, Kevin Flack, thank you for coming in, hanging out. I love my community that helps me out. I like the 50s and 60s comedies and the westerns and all of that. What? I see these commercials. Do people even go to the movie theaters anymore? It's just Netflix. They're putting all this. I could write a movie. I wrote a book. I could write a movie 100 times better than what these people are trying to watch. In my sleep, I could do it. I don't know. Everything out there in entertainment is well, you're just getting old, the truth serum, and you're just not locked into that. Nah. Sorry. Nah. It's garbage. There used to be deep written plots, entertaining comedy plots, and intricate, convoluted stories, and the dumbing down of America. Not to say that it can't be turned around, but when you got politics penetrating entertainment, that's what happens. When you have politics, when entertainment is trying to push other agendas other than entertainment, that's what you get. No, I think Mr. Farmer is the broke. See, now I pay the Spectrum every month, this $1 trillion company, and my screen still buffers. Really, Spectrum? Really? Every video I'm buffering? See what I mean, folks? See what I mean? I think the ads come, or no, I'm not just Kevin. I wasn't just saying that for pertaining to I'm saying the ads on TV and everything. But see, they've mixed the political agenda into programming and ads, and there's a lot to unpack there. I started this show. If you're just new coming in, and I showed the census population of those numbers with the races, and that I showed that earlier in the video. So, and another reason why is because why they choose to miss their target according to the demographics and numbers. Well, why the truth from? Because it's politically motivated. That's why, in a nutshell. Alice in Chains. Remember the song Nutshell? Yeah. So, what else we got, my good people? A little early for doing a show. Well, I tried to cut down on smoking, but at least I've only smoked actually 3/4 of a cigarette by 9:24. So I'm getting better. I take a couple puffs, put it out. But when I stopped abruptly, man, I was withdrawn. I was having nicotine withdrawal. Back in my crazy days, I had withdrawal from other substances, which I wouldn't want to put on anybody. But man, nicotine withdrawal will grab you a little bit. So don't start. Don't start. And now they got that vaping and stuff. Woo, you're off to the races. So I don't know if Mike Tyson knocked that guy out. They're just, how would they expect that guy to hang with Mike Tyson? I mean, that's an example right there. You know, some guy. Well, yes, IH Farmer. This is the coddle generation. This is move everybody up. Oh, you were on that team that came in the last place? Everybody gets a trophy. Oh, you were this or that. What is this? You need to strive with competition in all aspects of life. Vocational, academically, sports. You need to strive in all aspects. No, just coddle them through. All you need to show up is and you get a trophy. No, when I played Tyrol football, we came in last place and that was it. You better do better next year, Joe. We came in last place. Now I went somewhere, a little while back, and they had like a banquet thing. I saw all these trophies on the stage. I said, Jim, what's going on? He went, oh, well, everybody gets a trophy. What? Hey, Mr. McCarthy. Oh, that's all right. Thank you for sharing, man. You hit the win four. I used to chase that pick four, the daily numbers game. For 50 cents, it's 2,500. For 1,000, it's 5,000. Wow. Thank you, James McCarthy. You knew I played the numbers? I haven't in a while. But yeah, that's one. Yeah. Everybody got a trophy. Jeez. But the next year, when I was playing football, I had two older brothers that were athletes, so I was getting better. But the rest of my team wasn't that talented. But we stepped it up. But how are you going to want to improve if you don't? You want to go to college, Billy and Sally? Just get a pen. That's all. You want to get just get a pen. Oh, economy, that is. Oh, thank you. Thank you, James McCarthy. I appreciate everything, man. Yeah. I like it when you just come in and hang out with me. I need all the company I can get. So, and I also did some college extra credit to lower my tuition. And I went to do a program in the inner city. And they're trying to lower the SATs and all this other stuff a while back. And the state officials would come in and shadow, like what they would call shadow, and watch me, how my techniques were teaching. Now, I went to an inner city school where there was 4 Caucasian people in it. You had to go through metal detector. There were police presence. And I was telling the state officials, these are 8th or 9th graders, and all they are needing is 3rd and 4th grade knowledge. Let me tell you, I had 7th, 8th, and 9th graders that didn't know what 4 times 4 was. They didn't know who the first president of the United States was. They didn't know geography. And today, them said people can get accepted in. James McCarthy says, gotta spread the wealth. So colleges did away with entrance exams. And this, yes, Mr. McCarthy. And when I brung it up, because then there's an overview to see if that program, I raised my class, I raised their knowledge up, but it was tough. They were bad actors. I told the story before, but and I had to use some really trickery psychology because I represented like I'm in that thinking. Now I love everybody, all cultures. My best friends were of color or whatever that means, but black. A lot of my they've passed. God bless them. Any race, if you're friendly, we could be friends. But I grew up where it was like the United Nations, and I got along with everybody. But when they were trying to review and summarize things, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. And I went back to the college I was going to and told the person that was promoting that program, that's a lot of bull crap. Oh, just get your credit, get your tuition credit, and don't worry about that. I says, well, and this was a while back. I says, how are they going to handle the collegiate curriculum? How are they going to handle that? Are they lowering all the standards in the college courses? I don't know, man. I don't know. Why are the things why does our country consistently promote the things that don't make sense? We're supposed to be a free thinking nation of prosperity and liberty and independence. And why? That's 7 more videos if you wanted an answer, but that's not right now at 10 in the morning. That's 7 other videos. We can't unpack that. I'm getting too old for that. So I saw that in the infancy starting up, Yeah, Mr. McCarthy, he was going the night tour, working on the night shift. Mr. McCarthy, I like that rock show. The show turned into the rock and roll. I like that, man. I like that rock. That when there was music, there's not even any more rock and roll bands out there anymore. And if there was, they're not going to get promoted by the record labels. They're promoting stuff that the small demographic watches. That's another thing in entertainment. We talked about the TV commercials. We talked about TV programming. We haven't even started with the music industry. All that gibberish. Now listen, I listen to country. I listen to soul music, Soul Train, American Bandstand. I listen to all music, But what they're putting up there isn't what the higher percentage of people are listening to. They're just trying to say, this is the only product out there you will force to be. If that's your only choices, you will learn to like that. It's forced psychology. It's a different type of hypnosis. We can't get into all that. Wherever I may roam. Yeah. James McCarthy, all this nonsense is going to affect all of us. Does anyone want to fly with an unqualified pilot? Zepp was sued by Willie Dixon for a whole lot of love. They showed the pilot. He was flying. Thank you, James McCarthy. There was a pilot for a big airline. They got the jumbo up and down, 2 floors. You get on a plane and there's 2 floors or whatever. Maybe there's 767s or something. And The stewardess had to go back in the place and say, Captain so-and-so is blottoed out. And then they said, oh, well, it's all computerized and you just hit this, it's automatic. You just hit this, it's automatic. It's like, wait a minute. I don't care how much things are computerized. I want the pilots to be sober. Well, no wonder I went premature gray. What the heck? Listening to the radio was torture. Yeah, and they had no problem with that gracefully, because I looked that up. You had my mind spinning, Mr. McCarthy, because I like looking at what else do I got to do? But um, they were cool about that. But Jimmy Page said, really? Jimmy Page was like, I got so much creativity in my mind. He's got enough riffs for 8,000 songs. 8,000 songs. You listen. Now I liked hip hop and rap back in the day, but you listen to the same bass line in this music. A 9-year-old could do it in his basement on beats or these music programs. They could just do it on basic vanilla generic beats. No creativity. They're not poets. They're not musicians. They're not technicians. Maybe there's some are, but it's the same generic. You heard one. Yeah, I'm not saying that there's not some talented ones in the mix, but overall, there ain't nothing. Oh, my sweet Lord was taken. He's so fine. Wow. That was the Beatles. That was George Harrison. Well, and then a lot of the groups would try to sample the riffs, like P. Diddy sampled a big riff, Led Zeppelin #1. Then they would, because they didn't, yeah, and he was sued, yeah, and then also from Phil Collins, uh, the Police, well, they're real cute because they don't have the creativity because they got sick of those recorded beats off the computer. They says, well, let's just throw in something in the hook, and and we could just piggyback that because they got no talent, you know. Uh, yeah. P. Diddy is going to be sampling the Jailhouse Rock pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that or not, because just like anything else, you'll see these entertainers and politicians, and oh gosh, that's it for them. That's it for them. And then you don't hear anything about it. P. Diddy will have his toes in the sand somewhere with palm trees around. You won't hear anything else. They're I really got to check out the land before I'm convinced it's not swampland. I really have to inspect the land before I'm totally convinced it's not swampland. You know, then crickets. Well, what happened about that congressman? What happened about that senator? What happened about this? What happened about that? And then you got Fox and CNN, and then you pick a team. You pick a team. They're just the same puppets from a higher elite establishment that are playing mind games with the population. Pick a team. No, no. I've taught myself. I'm 60. I don't watch any of it. I watched older classic movies now and westerns. I don't give a crap. I watched A 7-Year Itch with Marilyn Monroe last night. Good written, well written, funny, good feeling show. all this gibberish. That's the best thing that Spectrum Cable has to offer to me is the old classics or old westerns or music documentaries. All that other stuff, I don't even want that invading my brain. Oh, so yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. But yeah, we did the census. I talked about the census and how they deliberately are missing their target markets and throwing millions and millions and millions. Uh, yeah, MTV ain't even MTV anymore, Kevin Flack. MTV, they used to play music on. What is this? Man, you know what? I don't care. Like, I'm 60, but I'm glad I came through the time I came through because this new generation doesn't even realize what they're missing out on. They don't even realize it. They're just systematically hypnotized and programmed that they don't even realize the house is on fire because they're looking over there and it's burning over here. And so, what else we got here? Yeah, very interesting. And that's why I say we we know all that stuff is in motion. Now, if you're in your 20s and 30s and you got children and you're trying to survive and pay bills and make ends meet, yeah, pay attention. You could be a little bit more proactive and try to see things that can benefit or vote or the right way, even if voting the right way counts. I don't know. But me, let them play their games. I'll be over here. I'm trying to put the earmuffs on, put the blinkers on, let them play all that. You know, I'm just gonna have my fun. Let them do what they do. All that gibberish, I might do an editorial on it to get some content here and show you that I'm just not a mob, I do have some sensibility of trying to you know, in New York, you know, and I don't really want. I'm not going to get into politics on this platform. I just give a little overview because Mama didn't raise no fool. What else we got here? Philly Bob, Kevin Flack, Max Meeks, I.H. Farmer, James McCarthy, Tat One, new guy, Tony. Where's Michael Candinas? Some people do have to work, Joe. Come on. Joe Garcia. All right. Michael Mari. He's always riding. Mauricio Villegas. Jason Mike, so people have strong feelings this election cycle, especially regarding Trump. Thanks, Jason. Mike Sell. You're lucky to work from home. Thank you for joining in here. If you watch some of my videos, go back. We try to laugh a little more here. We try to think a little more. I try to tell some stories that are a little better. Sometimes we'll get into some of this. I talked about the census earlier and why does media choose to miss their targets on purpose. Thank you, Jason. Go Yankees. I was going to wear my Yankee shirt today, but I don't want to disenfranchise other possible viewers. He's a Yankees fan. I'm not watching the Truth Serum. He's a Yankees fan. He's no good, that Truth Serum. I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm trying to cut down on the smokes because I feel it now. Yes, Mr. Flack. I'm trying to cut down. You live in New England. You're in enemy territory. It's wow. Cool dude, Jason. This New England has been such a nemesis nemesis. The Patriots and the Boston Red Sox. I'm still suffering from PTSD because of the Boston Red Sox and the New England Patriots. I'm still having nightmares. And you're a Giants fan. Oh, man. Whoa, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Oh, wow. You remember that movie, The Fan, with Robert De Niro? Holy cow. Yeah, the Pats. Oh, speaking about that, Wesley Snipes, great movie. Check this out, Jason, and all my other good people in here. Tom Brady this morning came out and said, I might be considering to come back again. Breaking news. Tom Brady said, I believe I'm still good enough to play and win another Super Bowl. What? Wow. Lord have mercy. I saw James McCarthy, Joe. I saw one guy left a comment yesterday. He unsubscribed to Mike's channel. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, it's a fair market out there, Mr. McCarthy, and everybody watches what they want, But you know what I mean. I've said a lot on it, but that what you could do. No, Jason, 7 Super Bowls isn't enough. I watched the old ones when they came back and beat the Atlanta Falcons. The worst coaching known to mankind in the second half when they had the ball in the fourth quarter and they called all the wrong plays that whoever the Atlanta Falcons and they were losing, But yeah, I saw that Tom Brady. Yeah. Wow, they're showing the replays of that, Jason. Like that coach. Yeah. It was the wine critique, James. It was the wine critique. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People are motivated by a lot of different things, but it's a fair market out there. But maybe it was a Christian. Maybe it was a Christian that unsubscribed. If I had to get off an island and come up with the right answer, I do this silly, stupid stuff. But if I was stranded on an island and they says you got to give the right answer to get off the island, I would say that guy unsubscribed because of the commentary I said about the Christian aspect. If I had and they'd say you're gonna stay or you're gonna go, because he put all that in his prior videos, all that testimonial stuff and everything. He put all that stuff in there. People view it in different ways. It's a fair market. He could say whatever he wants. If people want to be suckers, let them be suckers. But I was impressed by that packaging of that wine. I did give him credit for that packaging, the bottle and everything, Yeah, remember the Giants? The guy caught the ball on his helmet. I got a brain injury. I can't remember a lot of things. But Mike's packaging of that wine was impeccable. I don't know how good the wine tasted inside. That's another story. But yeah, Philly Bob. He has a right to make his money. He's a hustler. He has a right to make his money. Wow. Oh, Plexico Burris. He also took a gun into the NYC in 2011. Shot himself in the leg right before the Giants went to the playoff. Wow. He did 2 years in prison for shooting himself in the leg. Wow. What the heck? Jeez. I love this stuff. Jason, Tat1. I like hanging out. I'm a talk show guy. I like to chirp, 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 chirp. I like the thing, I'm trying not to do a lot of bashing, but you got to have content. And Lord knows I've done almost 500 videos in 2 years. I'm the hardest working YouTuber on here, but it's fun anyways because I get to talk and hang out with people. I like to socialize. I like my community. I'm not a tough one, all that mafia stuff. Yeah, I was close to it. I like my godfather was an enforcer for a family. Yeah. Oh, does that make me cooler? Am I cooler? Does that, oh, do you look at me more intensely? Yeah, my godfather was an enforcer for the, yeah. Like, what is that? A badge of honor? He was very, very intelligent, and he did that. Yeah, that's entertainment and everything. But the way I look at it now as a 60-year-old is like he wasted a lot of time. Like I wasted a lot of time. In retrospect, yeah, it's good storytelling and everything. Yeah, we're going to tell a lot more stories, Jason. I was a runaround guy. I didn't want to get made. I didn't want to know about anything. I got in, a lot of stuff happened, and I try to peel the layers back. Then all these movies and these other recognizable names like Franzese or Sammy. Yeah, it's a smorgasbord. People pick what they like, but I'm more entertaining and I try to give more juice on what the real story was or the story as I see, because we never know about first account information, second account information, third account information that's manipulated in the FBI files, information that's manipulated through print media. So we got to be aware. We're not buying swampland on this channel. We ain't buying swampland. I'm a frustrated comedian. I'm a frustrated weatherman. It's currently 56 degrees out. It's raining, humidity 100%, winds north-northwest, 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 50 miles an hour. Wear your hats today and bring your umbrellas, folks. It's going to be this way for 3 or 4 days, the extended weather forecast. I'm a little nuts too, but we got to have fun. So, it's frozen again. Thank you, Spectrum. Thank you. I'm a Renaissance man. Thank you, James McCarthy. Thank you. I like to have fun, Max Meeks. Am I Swampland? No, Swampland. What are you talking about? Jimmy coming out with a video of Gotti Sr. stepson on things. And Big J Biz. I'm doing the morning show here. The other guy didn't come in this morning, so I'm filling in for him. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but he didn't show up. So I got to come in. I got to do the news. I got to do the sports. I got to do the weather. And the editor didn't come in today either. So I got to edit this. The producer didn't come in either. I got to produce this big production. Am I on? Am I on? Am I on? I love you guys. It's nice that you're willing to hang out with me, I like to buy you swampland with the alligators and all of that, swampland. I'm just saying swampland that you're buying land to build a house on. You want to buy some land to build a house on, then you find out there's swamp under it or something. Not a great foundation. Now listen. Oh, let me stop. God bless Mike Franzese and Sammy the Bull and John A. Light and Gene Barillo, and the light man didn't fix the crooked light. Yeah, and my electrician didn't come in either. Don't get me started, Mr. McCarthy. We're going to have a lot of problems here. This McCarthy, I shouldn't address you like that. Mr. McCarthy is well versed on a lot of stuff. I like to laugh. What the hell, Kevin? We're getting weather reports from all over. It's 40 degrees and windy over here, Kevin. I know you've told me where you're from 87 times already, but I have a brain injury, and it's like the movie 50 First Dates. I have to relearn everything the next day. So where are you from again? Because I have to relearn some knowledge every day I wake up. You wonder why I'm... Hey, Mr. Michael Memorial. Michael Mormeal. It's 48 degrees and windy over here. Mm-hmm. That light starts with Cleveland. Might be the only city in America other than Cincinnati that starts with a C. I love to have drinks with you guy at the Lottie car. Fort Myers Beach. Max, when I was younger, a friend of mine's family, high school, they had a condo in Fort Myers Beach, and we had crossed that bridge to Sanibel Island, Mr. Meeks, that had the best seashells in the world. I was right, Kevin. Why do people do that? Or people don't do that? I'm the only one that does that. Am I a people? Yeah, why do people do that? Yeah, like, I told you so. Get it together, Joe. Get it together. Yeah, let's go hang out at that big estate old Max got down there in Fort Myers Beach, where the average income is $142,000 a year. Oh, I love it. The people are living. I got family in Florida. I'm up here in New York. This weather. I have a story of a lovely lady that was living on Sanibel Island. There was movies, actors, entertainers, and then there was me. So I'm upstate near Buffalo, Jason. I was originally born in Brooklyn. My godfather knew my father, best friends, and then that's how, yeah. But I like Mother Nature, but I like the action. I like hearing the cars. I like hearing that. You move to the country, Queens, nice. Nice. So I got a story we're going to tell this week. Yeah, we played every sport. I was a good athlete. I was an excellent athlete. I was 6'1", 6'2". I grew. I ran track. I was skinny. Didn't smoke. Basketball. I was a wide receiver, quarterback, cornerback, safety. I was thin, but I didn't care. I was reckless. I didn't care. I'm going head first. I'm going in head first, whatever happens. If I get knocked out, I would run patterns across the middle. The linebackers got knocked me out. I'm going to get up. Well, sometimes I didn't get up. Sometimes I would wake up in the hospital. You're not playing anymore, Jojo. You're not playing anymore. But I'd like to play in those reindeer games, Ma. You're not playing anymore. I can't play in any more reindeer games. I would come in head cut open, stitches. I would come in to go take to the hospital. Lee Mazzilli. Yeah. So I love sports. We had some talent. I like sports. We used to even play volleyball back then. We played soccer. We played hockey. It was all fun. We played kickball. We played baseball. Yeah. Yeah. Let's tell a story here, folks, Mr. Jason. I was getting this is another time I got knocked out. But while I wasn't even playing on the field, I was on a swing set. I was on a swing set swinging, and we used to try to see how high we could get the swing. And so I'm going on the swing set. Now, in front of me, they're playing hardball. We used to play hardball, softball. They're playing hardball. And there's fast pitch, and the guy hits the ball. He smashes the ball. I'm on the swing set swinging. I'm swinging, and I go up. I'm swinging on the high point of the swing. I'm swinging, and the ball hits me right on the head, and I drop off the swing. Boom. And of course, I landed on my head. So if you have any questions, that's why. So I loved it all. I got hit in the head with hockey sticks. Not deliberately, one time deliberately, but we played all day till they said, "Come on, time to come in." We would play prisoner's base at night. We'd play bloody murder. We'd play dodgeball. We played anything we could play. Prisoner's base, football. I was lighter and skinnier, and let me tell you, it was the United Nations. It was the United Nations. Black, Puerto Rican, German, Indian, and one of my best friends, his cousin was they were black, and his cousin was like Taylor. My Marine. I got brain damage. The linebacker for the Giants. He was built, and I remember stick ball, punch ball. Remember the tether ball? And I used to talk a lot of smack, Hey, Michael Candinas. Oh, yeah. Stickball too, yeah, in the streets. And I used to talk a lot of smack sometimes. I was lighter, so I knew I'm going to get hit hard anyways. I know I'm going to get hit hard. So it was just all good gibberish. You talk a little smack back and forth. And I burned the guy. I told my quarter Tommy, just throw it as far as you could. I'll catch up to the ball. Just launch it. And a lot of these guys went on to play college football. And so I burned the guy a couple times. So he tells me, yeah, go across the middle, right? I said, you couldn't catch me anyways. So my quarterback and this linebacker were cousins. I think he did it on purpose. So he's like, Jojo, run a crossing route. I'm like, are you sure about that? He goes, yeah, you could dodge him. I was like, well, okay. So I do a down and in crossing. I do it down and in. He throws it. I catch it. I catch it like this. I turn around. Freight train. I turn around. And when I came to, I was in the hospital. But I held on to the ball in case anybody was wondering about that. It just happened to rest on my stomach. Just a talk show, folks. It's a talk show. Yeah. They want to upload and do well, that's their niche. Go upload. Go upload. Nobody can answer them. Nobody, well, they'll answer you for $50. Go on their Patreon. They'll answer. They'll talk to you guys. You got a 50, you got a 100. Mr. McCarthy's been more than generous in here. I just like him to come in here and talk to me for a while. That poor guy. Jeez. Yeah, go talk to them guys. They got no whatever. I'm going to try not to bash anymore here. You know, I'm not going to. But Jason, man, I like that. See, my content is a lot of times I'll do a story. I'll talk about stuff, but it's a talk show. We socialize. We commune here. All these straight asses, you know, they're straight asses and rigid and get the hell out of here. How could a person not want to have fun and laugh and talk and shoot the breeze? Isn't there any more socialization and laughter anymore? What am I, the only guy left? And you guys? Oh, wow. I think I've gone a little crazy. I think I think too much. Wait a minute. I think too much? The hell did I just say? I think too much. Now I'm really thinking too much. Hold on here, folks. I gotta regroup here. I gotta do some self-awareness. Max Meeks, ain't the truth that the brother I'm pushing for, I couldn't agree more. Oh, joy. I work a blue collar job on my first save. Kent State? Wow, nice. This new generation coming up, well, I talked about those Russians that were coming in, those strippers that come in. It's organized crime. You talk about the mafia and organized crime and all that. Those Russians didn't play any games either. They had some sex, SECTS, not SEX. They had some sex in New York. Russians didn't mess around. I mean, just like any other nationality that didn't mess around. But they were ruthless too. And they were extorting all them girls. You know, I don't know the name of the strip joint. I don't know. I can't remember them. So, yeah. I feel good about this show today. I didn't light it yet. Didn't light it yet. Got the lighter in my hand. No, don't. I gotta quit. Oh, terrible. Fucking quit. No swearing. No swearing. Freaking grow up. Freaking BS bull. All right. Thank you, Jason, for hanging out with me. That was fun. Max Meeks, that was cool. Kevin Flack, he's always rocking. I appreciate. Michael Candinas, it's not official till you pop it. James McCarthy, thank you, my good man. I really appreciate and love my community. I really do. That's not lip service either. Go get your Mike Franzese lip service. Well, don't go there, Joe. Don't go there. Big J Biz, IH Farmer. Yeah, what's we freaking doing here? Philly Bob. I love the action. I appreciate that. And Tat one too. To Tony, Tat one. Thank you, man. Thank you, Brett, once again. Also, you'll be getting thank yous for the next 100 videos, the NYC Crime Spot. So that's just the way it is. You're gonna keep getting thank yous for the next 100 videos. Max Meeks, the tone, Tat one, the tone. So Joe Garcia, you always pop in there, and so does Mr. Amari too. I don't like to leave anybody out. And Mauricio Villejas. All right, folks. Thank you so much. It's another talk show. Whatever there, if there's a button in there, hit the button. If there's a button, just hit it. I don't know. There's different buttons. But I'll tell you, analytically speaking, the ratio between views to likes is higher than on my channel. The ratio from views to likes, or likes to views, well, whatever, is top 1%. I have a small channel, but my viewers like me 99% more than the other viewers like their other channels. You guys like me. You know why? Because I love you. You like me, I love you. I love Paul McCartney. You. All right. I get wishy-washy here sometimes. And I'm proud to be wishy-washy. So I like to spread love and compassion, and I don't portray to be a big shot and all of that. For what? There's no value to that. There's no value to it. Love and compassion will get you your mind straight, your thinking straight. It'll get you rising higher in all aspects of your life. It'll feed on itself. When you set when you set that temperature of your mind, thinking, spirit, and everything else, you can attract and manifest a lot of things that you thought you couldn't. So we don't want to be programmed robots to just think that we have limits and boundaries in all aspects of our life. No, we are kings and queens. We are from royal DNA. We just haven't been told so readily through traditional schools and churches and other spiritual organizations. We just haven't been taught that. I'll teach you that here. Very effectively and eloquently. You get the message. Because we're going to open up that matrix again. This YouTube channel is an experiment. Also, I benefit from friendship and everything. Yes, this is an experiment to prove a thesis and a theory I established outside of here of being rowing upstream with a 0.1% chance to succeed. A 0.01% chance to succeed. That's what I'm doing here with the crooked light and the no editing, the no fancy introduction. Am I on? Am I in? I'm doing everything the hardest way, but I don't have the finances and budget to do all that. I'm not an old gangster that's got money buried and all that. No. I have a budget where I make my bills every month. So this is an experiment and a thesis and a theory to show that what you can attain that started here, view the world and things differently. perceive things in other ways, because sometimes we think and perceive things in such a way that, you know what it does? It just keeps us in a straitjacket. And a lot of that stuff is what, ladies and gentlemen? It's fear driven. A lot of it is fear driven. Okay? You get it all here, folks. Oh, James. Nah, don't do that, bro. Man, thank you, James. I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track. Thank you, James, man. The guy's very good to me. God bless you and your family, man. Man, I hope you rise up. I hope all my people rise up. I'll rise up. You know, I hate conditioning, how people are conditioned, and how people are conformed. They stay in a lane, and they're just programmed to be born and live their life a certain way and think a certain way until they die, never entertaining other aspects of themselves or what they're capable of. I ruined my life. I should be in a mansion in Beverly Hills chilling. I wasted a lot of time. And I'm 60 now. And I'm doing a project of this where they said, Joe, you couldn't get 5 subscribers in 2 years. Really? How about this? I'll do it with nothing. How about this? I have no other choice but to do it with nothing. It ain't like I'm bragging. Oh, geez, I got 1,000 subscribers, this and that. Start a channel and try to get 1 subscriber. try to get 1 subscriber that's not in your family or family circle or friend circle. Try to get 1 subscriber outside of your immediate circle. Yeah. And a guy wanted to bet me money. I didn't have enough money to bet him. I would have bet him. And he kept saying, oh, Joe, you saved money. You saved money. Look at your ticker. Oh, now you got censored too? Really, Billy? How do you like me now? Do you want to bet how long it takes me to get 2,000 subscribers? You want to bet now? But I can't bet. You know what? Forget the gambling and all that. We got to do it. I got to make money with my mind, with me. I don't want nothing to be left to chance or gamble. I'm good enough to do it. You guys are good enough to do it. I'm going on like a mofo. I get excited about it. I don't know. I get excited about it. That's all. So thank you, James McCarthy. So hey, I had fun with you guys and everything else. I appreciate all your support. If there's a button out there, I wrote a good book. If there's any readers out there, I wrote a real good book. There's probably 3 movies in there somewhere. That's little me when I was a little boy. The link is in there somewhere. The link. Is it there? I don't know where this stuff is. Whatever happens. Book readers, you want to read a good book. If you start reading the first 5 pages, you ain't going to put it down. I didn't promote the book or anything till after 400 videos. I repeat myself. You know that, folks. I repeat myself. You know that, folks. I repeat myself. You know, I just repeat myself because I'm getting old. What the hell? I was looking for my coffee pot. It was in the refrigerator. I was tripping. Where's my coffee pot? It's not in the thing, you know. All right. Thank you, my good people. I guess I'm freaking your ears must be red by now. When you're done watching me, your ears will be red. And who are these guys that wear the headphones on these channels? Yeah, Tommy, yeah. What is that? Please forgive me. You know, they got more subscribers than me. But what is that gibberish? They're wearing the headphone. What is that? I got to start doing a series called What Is That? Tune in every Wednesday for What Is That? At 9 a.m. in the morning. Hey, that ain't a bad idea. What is that? Oh, well, I better stop. Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you, everybody in here. Thank you to the new guys. Jason, Mike South, thank you. Thank you, my man. And Tat One, the new guys coming into the community. Jump in, the water's fine. We'll do it up. Michael Candinas, man, my man. You're my man. My man. My man. My man. Joe McCarthy. Joe McCarthy. You know, you're my brother. I have a brother named James. One less. They got to go. Thank you, James. That's it. I can't be wasting money on this gibberish. Look, I still haven't smoked. And so I'm going to keep this. I'm going to stop. The same way I stopped doing drugs and said, that's it. You know, I'm done. When you got to stop, you got to stop. Look I'm romancing it. Like, what am I doing? This is gibberish. I'm romancing it, you know? Look, I'm romancing it. What? But I almost think like I don't want to waste them because you spent money on it. Oh, it's wind forecast. Yeah, I know, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you. Or Tourette. Okay, we'll throw in. I got to write that down. More rants. Anybody got any suggestions? The fine aroma. Yeah. How, Mr. McCarthy, Kimmy, and everybody else, when they're people that are filming and all that, how do they not laugh? Like, how Mama Lucas could that be? What are they? They just figure there's just suckers out there, so just do it, whatever. You know. Now I forgot what I was going to write down, James. Oh, bash requests. Bash requests. I got that right there. Rachmaninoff. And the number 2 piano concerto. I guess you get it all here. Hey, Craig B., how you been, man?